You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
Our story was on DrudgeReport.com yesterday. We've confirmed the feds are stockpiling protective gear in expectation of emergency event at record levels and storable foods. We've got a storable foods company insider coming on to give us intel at the bottom of the next hour. Joel Gilbert's coming on in just a moment, filmmaker. There's no place like Utopia, but let's go back to your calls. Thanks for holding. Mike in Louisiana, you're on the air worldwide.
Yes, Alex, good day. Mike, InfoWarrior wagon guy in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah, you're the guy going around with the video wagon. Good job. What's on your mind?
I was filming an excerpt. I'm entering the contest, but I couldn't wait. I had to YouTube this and get it to you. I was interviewing a small couple from Denham Springs, Louisiana, or young couple, excuse me, from Denham Springs, Louisiana, firefighter. And I asked him if he was getting any training. I filmed this. It's on YouTube. And he said, yes, his department, his station just received 5 Class A Ebola suits and 300 body bags. He also mentioned an NSA letter that mentions lone wolf, where they're being directed to take off their decals, not show rank, take off their patches, not wear their T-shirts, as ISIS is going to start targeting any civil servants.
And that's right. They use Al-Qaeda or ISIS as the simulant to get the fire department and everybody into a military mentality. But really, it's preparing for a civil war in the nation. The internal documents are it's for the Tea Party and gun owners. And those, of course, have been publicized. That's not just secret intel anymore. We broke it, of course, 6 years ago. It's now mainline intel. I'm familiar with your work. I've seen your YouTube channel, sir. We'll get a report out on this. Refresh my memory. What's the name of your YouTube channel, and what's the name of the video with the firefighter talking about the body bags?
Yes, sir. It's under my name, Michael D. Barry, D-I, capital B-A-R-I. And the YouTube is This Should Scare You. I also have gotten finished today the poster. If you'd allow me to explain what it is. It's the Ebola Day. And it's Obama or President Ebola getting off, saluting with a cup in his hand, and you're dropping flyers from a biplane.
For those that don't know, Infowars.com/contest, people have only got a few days left to put up the poster, shoot the video, put it on YouTube to win the $7,500. And it's just a way to expose the government's doing nothing about Ebola. So fantastic job, sir. And again, we will find your YouTube channel, but the name of it is This Should Scare You, and then I guess we can click date added and click this week on YouTube to be able to select that out, or there'll be too many videos named that, but give us the name of your channel one more time so we can make sure and identify that. Spell it out.
It's under my name, Michael D. Barry. D, capital D, I, capital B, A-R-I.
All right, and we will find that, sir. I would change the headline if I was you to firefighters receive body bags for Ebola. And then that way, but there it is. This should scare you, and it's you doing the interview. So fabulous job. I'll give that to my writers. And look, you're a reporter, bro. You're not just out spreading the word about InfoWars, and we salute you there with your bicycle wagon with posters on it. If 1% of Americans did this, we'd wake the whole country up. You're out there doing interviews, so we salute you. Great job, Mike, and we'll get to work on this right now. Thank you so much. Okay, we're going to get the guys on that right now. Very, very interesting. Firefighter tells press that they've received 300 body bags for Ebola. We'll be right back. I think that's newsworthy. Stay with us. We've got our special guest coming up. Continuing the expose of reality and fighting those that wish to overthrow common sense, we are joined by a warrior in promoting the free market and Veritas, Joel Gilbert, who made Dreams of My Real Father, that we still sell, that was a bestseller and in theaters across the country. Well, his new film had its theater run, and he's authorized us to have it for sale first before anybody else does. I guess starting here in just a few days, we have the DVD in. It is There's No Place Like Utopia, a Joel Gilbert film. Why did Dorothy follow the yellow brick road? Filmmaker Joel Gilbert journeys across America to find out what's at the end of the progressive rainbow. Utopia or something far worse. From the ruins of Detroit to the slums of Chicago's South Side, and from Denver's illegal immigration invasion to Newark's urban removal project, Gilbert pulls back the curtain. He confronts progressives on his quest and takes us deep into the political fantasy of paradise on earth. There's No Place Like Utopia is a humorous and horrifying exploration of progressive, amnesty for illegals, so-called race relations, radical Islam, political correctness, Barack Obama himself, who promises to remake the world as it should be, close quote. But is utopia a real destination for America? Or does the true path to happiness still remain with faith, family, and hard work back home in Kansas? And it's got Dr. Jerome Corsi, David Horowitz, a whole bunch of other people. Joel Gilbert's in it. He interviews a lot of the victims of the system, and it's filmed all over the country: Chicago, Denver, Detroit, Los Angeles, Miami, New York City, Oak Ridge, Washington, D.C., and the Land of Oz. It's 110 minutes long, and we were the majority seller of the DVD last time, his last film, so he said, hey, I'll let you guys sell it first, which I really appreciated. Exclusively available right now at InfoWarsStore.com, and your purchase supports the whole operation as well. But just because you know progressivism is really just criminal mental illness and a plan to take over society by a bunch of parasites and foreign banks, just because you know that doesn't mean young people know it, or your neighbors know it, or your church knows it. People don't learn this by osmosis magically. You've got to get it into their hands. You've got to be an info warrior. You've got to have friends over and have a screening. You got to contact Joel Gilbert and get permission to put it on Access Television. You've got to take action, and this is a powerful tool to do it. You haven't heard me promote films in a while because there haven't been that many good ones out there. This one is excellent, just like Dreams of My Real Father. So, Joel, thank you for joining us. Tell us a little bit about the film for folks that don't know. And then I want to shift gears into the Ebola response, the move to ban gingerbread, ginger man cookies, and they've got to be general neutral. I mean, just the mind control of these control freaks is really getting obvious as Obama gets booed at his own events. People leave en masse. He now is no longer the Messiah that Jamie Foxx called him. So what do you expect him to do?
Right. Well, today is the day, the DVD on InfoWars. It's going to be exclusively on InfoWars for the next 6 weeks.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
The official release is December 2nd, so you can only get it through InfoWars Store. So please, everybody check this out. It's a journey of discovery across America where I go to all these progressive cities where progressives have been in charge for 50, 60 years. And we discover very quickly from talking to people that they've got drug culture, 60% unemployment, crime rates, single mothers everywhere. So they realize, they know by now that no one has been progressing. They've all been regressing all this time. So it's amazing when I talk to these folks, especially African-American women in Chicago, Detroit. They're the biggest conservatives in America today. They don't want any part of their kids smoking marijuana. They don't want amnesty for illegals. They don't want any part of this progressive nonsense. And so I was very inspired once you meet people. These are people that, if you ever talk to people that just came out of East Germany or the Soviet Union, and you say to them, hey, how would you like a little socialism? And they say, are you crazy? So this is the mood in inner city America as a result of the progressive destruction for the past 50, 60 years. And this film, I think, exposes the progressive agenda and the reality and the roots and the history and the mentality of these people that think there's this utopian society they're going to create. In history, we've seen it again and again. Mao, Stalin, Hitler was a utopian and a National Socialist. Pol Pot. They say, I've got the perfect formula for social change. Follow me. And when you get to the end of that yellow brick road, you don't get to paradise. You get to hell on earth. And that's why 100 million people were murdered by progressives, by utopian progressives in the 20th century, trying to force humanity to fit into their fantasy of utopia. I hope this film will make an impact and really educate people. It's a lot of fun, and it really hits home.
Well, you're right that most so-called Democrats I talk to know that they've been domesticated, but at the same time, they're angry at mainline Republicans that are pretty much the same thing. But now Obama has really shown the true face of progressivism so much. I think he's been a disaster for them and blown up in their face. But the problem is